about being honest about it.
About a phone number?
Yep. This is what the guy said. I'm just delivering
Are you not
it.
one of the guys?
I am the guys.
Did I give you a wrong number?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh,
but
okay.
it was one of the guys.
Naeem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So or whatever the case may be.
With 5 kids.
The guys.
It's actually interesting when you see some people connecting and creating an amazing connection. I was pleasantly surprised by Cam and Rose. That was a pleasant surprise for me. I really didn't expect it. I loved how endearing they were towards one another. I love how respectful and how natural and organic it seemed. And also, I loved Cooley and Jay. That was a pleasant surprise. And then the guys calling out Sahara. I've been saying this for a while now, saying that she needs better friends. She needs an etiquette coach. She needs something. And for the guys to call it out, that was sad. And True handled her news terribly, sadly, terribly. I wish she had handled it better. That's not the way to sort of receive bad news. I think she should have done better. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 4. Oh, it's already Episode 4 for Ready to Love. Anyway, so Tommy meets with the guys in the vault and he lets them know that this is where all the conversation goes down. Who the guys are enjoying dating, who the guys are not enjoying dating. Is there anyone they want to dump or they think is not ready to love? And whatever is discussed in the vault stays in the vault. And I remember last season there was an issue because somebody went and sort of relayed a message of what somebody else had been discussing with Tommy. And so I think this is why he's made it a point to sort of insist that everybody understands that whatever is said in the vault or amongst the group, it stays amongst the group. And so if it's the ladies, it's the ladies. If it's the guys, it's the guys. So it is what it is. Anyway, they are told that they need to sort of set up dates with the ladies in places that matter to them. So it could be, your home, it could be your place of employment. Whatever matters to you most is what you're going to set a date around. And that was really cute. First date was set up by Naeem. He set up a date at his gym. So he invited Diona, Fritz, Khalil, True, and Sahara. And surprisingly, True didn't come. Well, she came, but she was late. And it's like, that is disrespectful. Given the fact that she's been calling him out like this, I didn't like that. That left a bad taste in my mouth. I love that he said, I've decided to do this because I want to show the importance of working out for people of color. So, this is why I've invited you all to my gym. He made them drinks and made them so comfortable. It was really sweet. And it was good PR for his business, in my opinion. So he gave them a pre-workout drink and then he gave them a post-workout drink, and poor Sahara and Fritz were struggling. They struggled with the workout. You had Khalil saying, oh my God, I'll have to take Fritz to the gym because we can't be having him out here struggle like this. I was like, oh, that's really sweet. True then arrived. She arrived late. And all she could think of, I think her goal was to sort of end things with Naeem. And the problem she has is the other guys were criticizing her. They were criticizing her that she always makes everything appear to be like a conference or a business meeting. And this is what they didn't like. So for her to have a go at Naeem, who is complaining that you didn't give me your real number. You gave me a number that you use for your businesses and you didn't respond to me. And she went, oh, but you rang me and you only rang me. It seems he rang her and then she put question marks, sort of questioning who is that, I think. And then he didn't respond because to him it was like, if you are saying I need to get in touch with you and you don't pick up my call, what's the point? She got upset when he tried to hold her feet to the fire and sort of say that, you gave me a fake number. She said, it doesn't matter whether I gave you a fake number or not. I know entrepreneurs who have more than one phone. And it's like, well, this is not a business situation. This is you sort of dating people. If you knew you were going to be on the show, why didn't you buy a burner phone? I would have bought a burner phone just for the show, and then after the show I can dump it if I don't want anyone to get in touch with me, instead of creating the situation whereby she now looks dodgy. And this is something that Naeem is going to bring to the table. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the next person they say is not ready to love, because I didn't like her attitude. So you have Sahara chatting with Fritz, and sadly, I called this before. I called it. The problem with Sahara, I said it last week, I said it the week before, she needs better friends. She needs people she could have borrowed the wardrobe from in order to be on the show, to show her representative. Even the workout clothes that she had, they weren't the best. I think someone is trying to give her a leg up. Someone is trying to give her help to sort of better herself. That's why they've put her on the show. She was speaking to Fritz, and she's sort of saying to Fritz, when I send you a flirty message, I expect a flirty message back. I don't want you to sort of be treating me like I'm your friend, because I am looking for a romantic partner. And for Fritz, he's saying she comes across too in your face, to a bit aggressive, a bit uncouth, or sort of not untrained, but sort of lacks etiquette in some of the things, or finesse in some of the things that she does. He loves that she's genuine, she's straight and to the point, but at times it can come across a bit harsh. And I think this is what is off-putting for him, because she's a bit too much. I think someone like Rocky he would rock with, but sadly for her, Sahara is going to struggle. This is not the place for her. I wish they had an etiquette coach that would come and sort of teach people on the show etiquette, especially the ladies, because all the ladies are starting at 8, she's starting at 0, and so for her to catch up with everybody else, it's going to be a struggle. From her wardrobe, the way she carries herself, the way she talks, she has a lot of hurdles that she needs to overcome in order for her to have been on Ready to Love. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think in the seasons that I've watched I've seen anyone like her, which is a pity. You have Khalil have a conversation with True. I think True might as well pack her bags. Because she is saying she's looking for love. She's open to the idea of children. She's asked, how many children do you want? She says as many as her partner wants. And it's like, she's trying to make sure that somebody picks her. This is a pick-me move. It's not because she's open to the idea of as many children as she can have. Because if that were it, she would have said it. She wouldn't need to sort of say, as many as my partner wants. Because in saying that, she's giving a tell, or you can see that she's just telling the person what she feels like they want to hear. She's asked about her age, and she sort of evades that and doesn't tell Khalil her age, which is really sad, because I would have told him my age. I don't know why she didn't tell Khalil her age. I think she should have told him. She is 35, he's 31, so there's a 4-year age gap. I don't know whether she was worried that if she tells him, then he's going to start doing the math and realize that she might not be able to have as many children as she wants. Sadly for her, that was off-putting for Khalil, because he said it's a simple and straightforward question. She should be able to answer it, and she wasn't able to answer that, which is really sad. You have Cam and Rose go on a date. I can see it. I can see the vision. I can see them as a couple. The way they were giddy at the sight of one another, it tells you that they've been communicating away from the show. The way they were cheesing. Even Rose said, oh my God, the smile. Cam on his part said, I can actually see a relationship with her, which is the sweetest thing ever. They had, seafood. She prayed, although he's not into religion, but he was open to it because this is something she wanted to do. And she was really appreciative of that, because she said, the fact that he's open to sort of praying, even though it's something that he doesn't believe in, is amazing. So I love them as a couple. I see the vision. I see the goal. I think Rose and Cam can actually be a good couple, because she wasn't dismissive as he was done by Diona, and she wasn't sort of looking down on him, and as he was done by because some of the girls really looked down on him on day one. So I'm happy that at least he was able to get someone who really liked him for the person that he was, and I hope this is his person. So you had Fritz host a party. I loved it. I thought it was cute, and so far, I've loved that all the dates that have been set up, there hasn't been any big egos where someone wants to be the center of attention at the party, but everybody's just got along just, to get to know one another, which was amazing. So the party, Fritz invited Shanice, Angie, Cooley, Kiara, Eddie, and Francisco. And it was actually very sweet to see how they actually gelled and how they actually bonded. Oh, and Naheem was there. Naheem was there as well. So they barbecued and then they were playing in the pool. Fritz said, this was a temporary house. And I'm like, did he Airbnb it for the show or what? I don't know. Anyway, everybody seemed relaxed. Everybody seemed to have amazing time. After playing in the pool for a bit, you had Kuli sit down with Fritz for a chat. And Kuli was sort of asking Fritz, that he's got a hashtag polylife on his Instagram. So she wanted to know whether he was into polylife or whether it was just him just researching. And he said, I also follow NASA. That doesn't mean I've been an astronaut, but why would she judge me off one comment? And it's like, but you knew you were on a dating show. Why didn't you delete it? Why didn't you delete it? It would have made more sense to delete it than just to leave it there. Anyway, I don't know how Instagram works. I don't know whether you're able to delete it. But if I were him, I would have done that. And then you had Shanice ask a question that I was side-eyeing her for a bit, because she asked Kiara that, you're very good looking, you've got 2 children, you've got an amazing job, why are you not in a relationship? And Kiara revealed that, she was with her ex for a very long time, and sadly she didn't leave when she was supposed to leave, but he went to jail, and she saw that as, God sort of guiding her and telling her that it's time to keep it stepping. So she's now in a place whereby she's allowing love to find her. And that was the sweetest thing. And she actually clarified that my father's children and I are in the best of spaces. He wants what's best for me. I want what's best for him. And that's good. And then Kuli and Eddie had a conversation. And Eddie was sort of, he seemed interested in her, because last time they went on a double date as well, and with Angie. So this time he was saying, I really liked Angie. She was very helpful when I was barbecuing. I really liked her. I thought she was very sweet and she was very supportive. So she had sort of wifey qualities, and that was sweet. After the pool, he spoke to her, and they seemed to have sort of clicked or sort of like one another, and I don't know whether this is enough for a relationship. I don't know whether it's enough similar to what Cam has with Rose, or whether it's something totally different. I can't wait to see what happens there. You have Kuli go on a date, a putt-putt date or mini golf date with Jay. That was sweet, because she actually, at first I was worried that she's just there just to be there. And I remember when she dated, she was part of the second mixer, and she was one of the people, she was in the bottom and she was nearly sent home, and she said, I'm done. But now seeing her out here with the new guys and seeing how well she's connecting with them, I'm happy that they kept her. I'm happy that they gave her a second go round, and hopefully one of the guys will really like her. I think between Eddie and Jay, one of them likes her. She played a very good game. She was very cutesy about it. I wish people like Kuli were friends with Sahara and sort of were helping sort of guide her. That way she could find her person. I'm not saying people should change Sahara, but I think Sahara needs a bit of work in the etiquette department, and hopefully the guys will like her. So the guys meet up with Tommy in the vault to discuss their dates and how things went, and who they thought was ready to love and who they felt wasn't ready to love. And some of the opinions for me left me side-eyeing a lot of people, because I didn't get the comment about Kiara saying, she seems to be in great books with her baby daddy, but I'm worried that he's about to leave prison. Sort of making it seem like they're worried about their safety. And it's like, do you even know what crime he committed for you to be that judgmental? I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. And I think, sadly, Kiara was set up by Shanice, because Shanice is the one who asked that question, and for reasons best known to her. I didn't like that, because Cisco was saying, now it makes me question and sort of worry. And it's like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? That's not necessary. It seems a lot of the guys really, their opinions were sort of varied in who they liked and who they didn't like. You had, sadly, Sahara, the boys really called out more or less what I said. Some of it wasn't the nicest of things that they said. I didn't like it, especially Fritz. Fritz really can't stand her, and I think would rather she go home. The fact that they said she lacks etiquette, she's too sharp. You want someone you can show off to your family, and it's like she just needs training. She just needs training. She needs etiquette training, and she'll be fine. I don't think she's really that bad as much as they did. So which True, her problem was she didn't give Naheem the right number, and he said it. And then you had Khalil back up on top of that and say the fact that, when he asked about her age, she wasn't forthcoming. It makes him question her authenticity and whether she's actually being true to everybody else. So that was hard to watch. That was really difficult to watch. So I think it's going to be questionable for her when she watches it. Anyway, the guys are told by Tommy to take two of the ladies on a date, be respectful, and then just tell whoever you feel is not ready to love. If we're being honest, let's be for real, let's keep it 100. The two ladies in the bottom, I'm not surprised. True and Sahara, sadly, were always going to be in the bottom because True, I feel she wants love, but she's too hardened in the sense that she feels like the guys need her more than she needs them, and she knows the reason why. You had Cam take Sahara for her date, and then you had Khalil take True for her date. And Sahara, I love that. Apparently, Sahara and Cam have a history. They know each other. I don't know whether they've dated before or whether they've sort of mingled in the same circles. But the fact that he told her that, I know you. I know there's a very nice part of you that if people, once they get to know that part, they will fall in love with you. But you need to sort of be open, and you need to understand where people are coming from, and you need to be receptive of constructive feedback. And she was sort of becoming defensive. And it's like, this is what the guys are saying, that you need to grow, you need to learn. And for her to sort of have an outburst, Sahara, and say, well, in that case, I'll eliminate myself. It's like, nah. I think Sahara is the producer's pet project. And they're going to want to show her revelation, sort of her growth, her transformation from day one. So they're going to keep her on the show, and everybody else is most probably going to go home, and she is still going to be standing. So it's a pity that people are not seeing this, but I have a feeling she's going to be the producer's pet project. And she was told she's ready to love, so she can stay another week. Khalil sadly didn't have the same luck because he tried to call out, True's issues, the fact that she gave, Naheem the wrong number, and she said, well, I don't care about him, he's someone with 5 children. And it's like, why are you being disrespectful? Why are you being disrespectful? You didn't give him the right number, just own up to it and keep it stepping. And then for her to be told, I also asked you about your age and you weren't forthcoming. Oh, well, you didn't ask me. And he said, but I asked you. And it's like, True, seriously, this is recorded. This is on camera. How can you deny saying that I didn't say that? You refused to give your date. You said your age. You said you were in the middles, and eventually she says I'm 35, and he was like, well, it's too late. You should have just come out with it. And I think at this point she knew she was being dumped. For her to make the sarcastic remarks that she made and then ask when is the food coming, it's like, seriously, don't do that. That's a bit tacky. Don't do that. That's not a good look. I didn't like how she handled being sent home. I felt like she should have risen above it. She should have taken it for what it is and kept it stepping. She didn't need to disrespect the person that was telling her that she was not ready to love. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 3. Bye guys.